Today is the 16th of August. Back out here to check some more hives today. Trying to equalize some of the hives, get some of the ones from down on the other end, bring some of their stores and honey and brood, cat brood and stuff down here and put in some of these little hives. We checked this first hive and second hive. Last night we put the reducer on this one, and then we got our stores out of the last one all the way down there in the end. We got 3 deeps on it. We're waiting for them to build that up, hopefully draw that out, and then we'll reduce it down before winter and get it to a level that's manageable. But we're still trying to draw out comb and get some comb drawn, D-R-A-W-N, out. So we're gonna work on that a little more today. It's probably about 80 degrees right now. It's overcast. We got a little breeze blowing that we didn't have last night, so hopefully it'll be a little cooler and get some breeze going through that suit. It got pretty hot last night, and the bees were pretty aggressive as well, so hopefully the bees will be a little nicer today. They're flying a little bit more, but there's just not any nectar yet that they can, appreciable nectar I guess, that they can get. You can tell by the way they're flying. So we're gonna get in here. Let's see, here's the one we did last night with the pink bottom board and the entrance reducer. They're pretty calm now. They was riled up for a little while. I don't want to get back in them. We'll look at that next one with the yellow bottom board now, and we'll take off the second hive down there in that end, bring some stuff down. I've got one more box and cover and stuff down here, so we'll see how it goes. All right, a little bit different angle. I'll get you guys a little bit closer. Smoker, I got stuff full of pine needles, so it's still trying to get going. All right, I added nukes and frame from Strong Hive. Let's see. This is the one we combined. I put the reducer on the wrong one. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, this reducer actually needed to go on the yellow one. Is the one that we did. We put it on the pink. My legs keep coming up. Put it on, did the one next to it because it had it was a nuke. It was the first nuke. So we might add another. We'll see how much this has got drawn out and go from there. Might just need to put some more feed on it. Alright, they started drawing it out. This is from our feed that we put on there. And the frame next to it is fresh drawn. This is drawn out and got nectar and capped honey on that side. So this one just needs more feed. More feed, or if we get a fall flow, I might fill it up. I might wait and see if we get a fall flow at this point, because they're not light. And there's all kind of larvae in that frame. And they're bringing in a bright yellow pollen today. Alright, so this hive's got plenty of room. They got 2 or 3 frames yet to draw out. I could go ahead and put feed on them, but I think I'm gonna wait and see if we get a fall flow. If we get a fall flow, I won't have to use feed, and they can use that feed to draw out the rest of those other 2 frames. So we'll see how that goes. They're not ready for a top box yet. For sure, that was the nuke with the yellow. And they're looking okay. They're not getting robbed, I don't think. They're still good and heavy. If they can rob these hives out in less than a day, so if they had got robbed yesterday, I'd know it today. This hive is the next hive in line. I'll take a look and see if they need any resources. Filled the feeder on 731. It was queen right with 5 frames on 729. I also filled the feeder in the 29th. Give them a little smoke. I said 5 frames, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 7 frames now. They've been drawing a lot of comb too with that feed. They're on that one. They're working on this one. Started drawing out that side. And they've got this side partially drawn out and partially capped. Got some white wax up there in the corner. That's probably sugar water, I would say. Probably wouldn't hurt to give these a little more feed. A little bit of burr comb on the inner cover. Starting to build up some propolis. I think they look pretty good. All right, this one here, I'll move you down. All right, this one's a little lighter. Filled feeder on 731, marked queen, young queen, 4 frames, filled feeder, and queen right on 729. Make sure I get you lined up. So this one might be a little light. Might be a good candidate to add some stuff to. Yeah, that's definitely light. They have drawn out some comb. They put some pollen in. Haven't done anything to that side. Maybe 4.5 or 5 now, not much more than what they had. got brood, but they don't look great. A lot of uncapped brood. Might need a strip in here, apivar strip. The brood pattern's scattered and there's a lot of open cells. And they're not building up fast enough. Oh, turd. Get off of me. You're not loud. That's a lot of open cells in that. A lot of people say that's hygienic behavior where they're uncapping brood with mites in them. And that could be the case, I'm not sure. But they're not as healthy a looking hive as some of these others. And they're not very heavy. They are bringing in pollen. They do have brood. They do have a marked queen. So I got a marked yellow queen. But they just don't look healthy. So we're gonna give them an apivar strip. I don't see any mites just looking at the bees. If I did, they would be infested. If you can actually see mites. I think they're just suffering from the mites a little bit. And they're not very big. So we're gonna give them an apivar strip and then we're gonna go down here and get some brood from another hive and put in here. Make these a little bit stronger. I'm gonna take out these foundation frames. And I'm going to replace them with honey and brood frames. So these are the frames I want to keep. So I got 5 frames I want to keep. And I want to put 4 frames in, is the plan. Alright, I was starting to see where that hive looked like it was getting a little bit robbed out. So I've got 4 frames out of it, but I went ahead and put the lid on and a reducer on to keep some of the robber bees out until I can get some frames and put back in there. Go up here to the other end. Go to the second hive down. See what they got. All right, I'm gonna put my gloves on this one because I know it's full, and if it's anything like yesterday, they won't be happy to see me. Move frames to a nuke. That's 731. Pack full of bees and bird comb, added deep, a foundation. 2 apron bar strips on the 14th in the top, which would be the middle now. Propolis everywhere. I haven't done much with this top box. Bottom is full and still full of bird comb. We're gonna look at the bottom, but I think I'm gonna look at it down through the frames instead of lifting the halves apart from each other. So it needs to be cleaned up anyway. When they get so full like this, it's just so hard to keep them rolling bees. That's a good frame of honey. We'll take that down there. Got bird comb between the boxes too. I can feel it. I'm trying to raise this one up. This has got a little bit of brood on it. Got to watch for the queen. Got milk brood in it. Yellow bees with bright yellow pollen. Pretty good pattern. I don't see the queen. It's hard when this year's color is yellow and they got that bright yellow pollen. Looks the same. All right, these 2 frames are going down to our other hive. I'll be right back. All right, now I need 2 more. All right, this is a frame of larvae, eggs, and larvae. I think I'm gonna leave that with this hive. How the frame is stuck down at the bottom. Good honey frame. Another good honey frame. Be right back. Alright, this one needed to be reduced in strength and the other one needed to be strengthened, so both were accomplished. Took 4 full frames out of here, one back with 4 empty. Gonna have a little bit of draw comb they can work with. They are not happy. This works better when there's a nectar flow. One more frame of drawn comb will be done. Alright, now this one's been reduced by 4. Reduced by 4 frames, all we're going to put on there. Alright, we got that hive taken care of and reduced. We got this hive taken care of and expanded. They had 5 frames, now they got 10. You want to put that note while we're thinking about it. Already calmed down here a little bit since we got it closed up. Added 4 frames of brood and honey. Let's go check the front. Hey, That yellow one should have had a reducer on it. I didn't put one on there, so we'll put a reducer on that one. And we're going to put a reducer on this one. Not that reducer. Okay, now we got temporary reducers on the smaller ones. Got a little bit of robin started, but not too bad. I think they'll be good, and they've got an entrance they can defend now, so they're good. Once they calm down a little bit, we might go ahead and try to get in this one and see what they look like. Yeah, that's the one we just did. Get my hives mixed up. This one and the other one I think was okay the way it was. Alright, so far down this way we got good strong singles, really good strong singles, and that don't need anything. This one's queen right on the 29th, had eggs and brood. Didn't say how many frames, let's see what they got. It looks like I put an empty top on here and they've drawed it out with our feeder. They've drawed all that out and filled it with sugar water, but it still needs some more feed. Still needs some more feed, or it needs a nectar flow, like I said. It's hard to know what kind of nectar flow we're going to get, so I might wait a little bit so we get a nectar flow. I'll probably go ahead and get some sugar if they have several days of not flying like they're not today. Then we might go ahead and put some more feed in here, because they're drawing out a lot of comb with just this feed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combs in that top that they've drawn out with feed. Hi, beetle. Didn't pass the hive tool test. It's the first one I've seen in a while. Didn't see any when I was checking them yesterday. Seen one today, that's pretty good. Alright, I'll put load y'all back here with me now because I can't keep up with you. Get you back here in the shade where you're a little cooler. I keep my hives in morning sun and evening shade. So in the evenings, about this time of day, it's just now the sun's starting to go behind the trees and get a little shade on them. All right, this one says 731 filled feeder, 729 hive, had no queen, put bees and hive body on another hive, added nuke to this box that was packed, filled feeder, and it was queen right at that point. Got the top glued down. Oh. Keep building burr comb in my feeder, which tells me they probably need another box. The last frame, I know some of these frames are just foundation, so they filled these out on feed too. This last frame is getting filled out due to our feeding efforts. We'll go ahead and check a little bit farther on this one. Nice white comb, super white caps. Tells me it's probably sugar water. But it's a good healthy colony, unlike that other colony we looked at. This colony's good and healthy. You just see a difference in them, they look healthy. I'm pretty happy about how fast they're pulling this comb out. It's really going to help us a lot next year. One of the most valuable assets that you have as a beekeeper is drawn comb. And this hive is making a lot of it is white comb down in that frame. If you can see it right there on the edge, you can see it. And they've got this pack full of drawn comb. Full. So they're about full on the bottom, so we're going to give them an empty frame. We're going to slide them over, center them up, put our extra space on the outside, and then we brought another box out here last night. We're going to put that on. So we got more foundation on them. And then we're gonna put this feeder back in the top now. And then see if they'll do as good a job filling out the foundation in this top box as they did in the bottom. So now they got their work cut out for them. you're basically spending your money on sugar in an effort to purchase drawn comb, which will not only help you this year, but will help you tremendously next year. It'll make your hives so much better, and you'll be able to do so much more because you have all that drawn comb. Added second high body, move Peter up. That one, next three is 2 mini nukes, a swarm trap, and I think an empty nuke. Yeah. Need to come up here and get some more equipment picked up. They seem to have calmed down. I was going to stop, but I'm on a row and they've calmed down a lot, so let's pick another one. All right, this is another one. They've drawn the top box out of comb. And filled it. That has eggs in every cell. I think that's hatched. I think that's all hatched out, and she's relaying it. It looks a little funny at first, but there's one egg in every cell. They might have had a problem and they fixed it on their own or raised a new queen. I think they fixed a problem on their own because the brood don't look good, but the eggs look solid. We'll trim out a little bit of burr comb in here, and then we'll give them a strip too. Looks like they had a laying worker at one time. Now they got a good queen. I don't know if that's my doing or their doing. But the problem, whatever the problem was, has been fixed. I'm gonna get 2 strips and put in there. I'm encouraged by how much comb they get drawn out, which makes me want to go buy more sugar. So I didn't think they drawed out that much. All right, I added 2 apivar strips, one to top, one to bottom. Bad cat brood pattern, but good egg pattern. So whatever problem there was, they took care of it. Lay some of that stuff out there so I can get rid of some of this stuff, make room for some more. I added on this one, I added a laying worker shallow. I'm gonna have to stop. There are too many bees flying around for robbing. This one I added a laying worker shallow to the top of a bottom that was honeybound, pollen and honeybound, had eggs, it is queen right. And we'll get an idea what this one looks like and then we're gonna stop. Doesn't look great. Very light, scattered pattern. It's like a laying worker. Robber bees are coming. Alright, I'm gonna close this up, mark it as a laying worker and check in a week because there's too much robbing going on right now. Alright, I think I might have to stop. Bees are flying all around the screen bottom boards. They smell they smell what's going on. Smell the honey in the hive from through the screen bottom, and they're trying to find out how to get in, and eventually will if I don't watch it. So there's enough of it. I'm getting hot. I checked. Let's see. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm 10 hives down and 2 hives at that end, so I've checked 12. So I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at right now. I may come back out here later on if it calms down some and the robbing has stopped. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, but the hives are looking pretty good. I'm gonna feed some more. I'll probably go get some sugar or bring some sugar home tomorrow and do some more feeding. It's supposed to warm back up a little bit and then cool back down. It's supposed to get up close to 90 by the weekend and then back down in the low 80s, upper 70s maybe this next week. So weather will be up a little bit It gets so hot out here, it's hard to wear all this stuff. Sweat drips all over. But I feel pretty good about where they're at, and we'll see how it goes. Appreciate you watching. If you got any comments or questions, leave them below, and I'll see you on the next video.